As I was praying about this year's Kaleo event, I just felt like the Lord said, holy ground. And I think this is something that God's been doing across his church in the nations worldwide right now. There is a message going out in the churches that says, prepare the way of the Lord. I hear people preaching it in different nations, in different languages, and it's just so incredible to see that it's a move that's happening worldwide in his bride. He's preparing us for a new thing that he wants to do. He's calling us to be made holy and purified for him. When we look at the call of John the Baptist, he was a voice calling in the wilderness. He was set apart. He was made different. And he was saying, prepare the way, make way for the Lord. And I felt like he's saying that to us as a church. I think it's no surprise to any of you that we can see a move happening where he is purifying people's hearts, where he is calling sin out and drawing it away from his bride. He is making her ready for a new outpouring of his spirit. And this is something that he's inviting each of us to partner with in our own lives. There is a hunger stirring up for the real thing. We are tired of empty services, and we're tired of just words that sound good and encourage us. We hunger in the center, in the depth of who we are, for real, true, transforming encounter with the love of God. And he is inviting us to step closer, to step onto that holy ground, to come to him. When Moses saw the burning bush, it was an angel in the midst of the fire. And as he steps towards the fire, the Lord says, wait, remove your shoes. You are standing on holy ground. And I feel like the Lord is saying to us, I'm preparing my church to be that holy ground, that I can set a fire in the midst of them, a light that will shine out to the nations, that people will see the burning bush that is in the midst of my church, and they will be drawn back to my presence. It's a call to lay ourselves down. It's a call to surrender. It's a call to become that holy place where we are not glorified, where it's not about us. It's a call to Isaiah 58, that true and repentant worship. We will let our lives be a light for his glory, a light for his kingdom. And I felt like at this weekend, he's calling us to come and lay it all down. Come and become part of this holy ground that he's preparing. Make the way for the Lord, that his fire can be poured out. Over the past years, we've seen incredible things happen at this weekend. We've seen depression broken. We've seen deaf ears open. We've seen people giving their lives to Jesus. We've seen people called into missions. We've seen lives transformed. And I feel like this year will be the same and even greater. He wants to pour out a fire that you will never be the same again. If you are ready to step into that holiness, if you are ready to say, here I am, Lord, send me, let me be the offering. My treasure is in you. I invite you to come and join us for this weekend, because I am excited and expectant about what God is doing, not just here in Kaleo, but across the nations. And I believe that this weekend is going to be an important weekend for releasing this fire and passion for purity, encounter, true worship, and a hunger just to spend the rest of our lives on our knees at the feet of Jesus.